Unit 5, Lesson 8. So we've taken a look at bank accounts. Let's take a look at credit cards now. So how exactly does a credit card work? Are they good? Are they bad? Some key terms you need to know when dealing with credit cards. Credit limit is the absolute maximum amount of money that you can spend on your card. So your card will have a limit. It'll have a maximum amount that you can put on it, and that's your credit limit. The account balance is the amount of money you owe on your card. So that's how much you've used your card for. It may not be your limit. It can be less than that. It's whatever you've used your card to purchase. It's the amount of money you owe on your card. The annual fee is a fee owed each year just to have that credit card. So they charge you a fee each year to use their credit card. And of course, each credit card will have different fees. Credit available is the credit limit minus the balance. So the credit available is the credit limit minus the account balance. The grace period is the minimum amount of time that you have to pay for purchases, usually 21 days. After that grace period ends, interest is charged. Incentives. Incentives are bonuses offered by the company for using their card. So sometimes it's a point system as a reward. So it's a bonus offered by the company. Oops, I can fix that up. So usually it's a point system. You earn points and you can use those points to purchase something. Annual interest rate is the rate charged on the outstanding balance, what you don't pay. Cash advance. You can withdraw cash on your credit card. It is the amount that your credit card limit that you can get in cash. And the last one, minimum payment is the smallest amount that you must pay each month to keep your account in good standing. That will not get it paid off. It's the smallest amount you can pay to keep the company happy. Okay, so those are all credit card terms. There are pros and cons to having a credit card. Some people think that a pro is you can spend money you do not have. And that can be good as long as you pay off that money as soon as you receive the bill for it and pay it off completely. A con is also you spend money you do not have, which means you don't have the ability to pay it off when you receive the bill. So that can be both a pro and a con. A positive is you generally need a credit card to do online shopping. So if you want to shop online, you often need to have a credit card to do that. A pro is it gives you a credit rating. That means that you establish a history of a good or a bad credit. That means to show people that you can pay your bills or not. A pro can be the incentives that the credit card companies offer for you to use their card. A pro is you can rent a hotel room or a car. If you're old enough to rent a car, you would need a credit card to rent a hotel room or a car. A pro is that it can be free money as long as you pay it off each month. A con can also be your credit rating. If you don't pay it off, that will give you a bad credit rating, which will affect your ability to get a loan in the future. Those are just some off the top of my head. Interest on most credit cards is charged daily on the overdue balance. We can use the compound interest formula with daily compounding to determine the amount of interest owed. So if we want to calculate the amount of interest, Sam's credit card has an overdue balance of $1,862. Interest is charged for 20 days at an annual rate of 21.5%. So we have the principal, $1,862, 1 plus our rate, 215 divided by 365, and credit card rates are generally high in the 20s, 19s, and 20% range, and for 20 days. So N is 20. So when I type that in my calculator, $1,884.06. So the interest is 1,884.06 minus 1862. My interest, whoops, is $22.06 for 20 days. So that's not even a month's worth of interest. Carrie's credit card has an overdue balance of $4,000. Interest is charged for 45 days at an annual rate of 18.7%. Her amount, so we have a principal of $4,000, 1 plus 0.187 divided by 365 because it's a daily rate for 45 days. $4,093.27, which means the interest is $93.27 for 45 days. If we look at this, on a certain credit card, the minimum monthly payment required is the greater of $25 or 3.5% of the balance. Determine the minimum payment owed on each balance. So 3.5% of the balance means I just have to take the balance and multiply it by 0.035. The percent is a decimal, which is 12.28. The amount owed is the greater of $25 or 3.5%. So $25 is bigger than 12.28. So the minimum payment is $25. If I look at the next one, 0.035, 3.5% of that is $143.74. In this case, the minimum payment would be that amount because it's more than $25. And 1,163, if I figure out 3.5%, so multiply by 0.035, multiply by the interest, you get $40.73. It would also be the minimum payment because that is more than $25. So where that leaves you guys is to think a little bit about credit cards and interest and how we use those formulas, and read these questions carefully on page 479 and see what you learn about interest and credit card payments.